Welcome back to Paisa Bolta hai. Today I want to talk about how one event can change the inflation metrics for a country. Beyonce, the great American singer, did a concert in a Scandinavian country. I forget the name. Because there were about 50,000 people who turned up to see that concert. The cost of hotel rooms, I think it is Stockholm, was shot through the roof, and service inflation went through the roof. And economists said that event triggered in a small economy. That particular event triggered the inflation rise in that place for a month or two. People also talk about Taylor Swift. Singapore is a very small economy. It's a small place. I've been there many times. And Taylor Swift is going to do 6 back-to-back shows in Singapore for Southeast Asia. So entire Southeast Asia and India, people are going to descend in Singapore. It has limited number of hotels, and hotel bills are going to go through the roof. And the authorities have said those days schools will not be closed. Schools will be working so that kids don't go there. But in spite of that, the tickets are sold out, and it's going to be a huge success. It is believed that that will cause services inflation to go up. Then I figured out in India there is an event coming up, and that event is really going to push up inflation. I'm talking of the World Cup, which is going to start on Monday, the 5th of October. It's an endangered species because this may be the last, if not another couple more of 50 over games. 50 over games are now dead. It's either T20 or Test match. So we are going to have a 50 over World Cup, and it is time for India to win because India has not won since 2011. And this is going to go on for 2 to 3 weeks, and there is going to be people crisscrossing the country and flying everywhere. Not only are teams going to fly everywhere, players, the entire support staff, commentators, media, everybody is going to move over. Wherever the matches are held in small venues, you can see the price of tickets skyrocket. Not only that, the food and beverages around the stadium will shoot up. The hotel rooms for the next 2-3 days is going to shoot up, and you can see the effect in Madras. In Madras, 2 days, within a day or within hours of the India-Australia match being opened, tickets were sold. 50,000 tickets were sold out. A lot of people are going to descend in Chennai. Chennai doesn't have so many 5-star hotels. The prices of tickets of hotels are going to soar, and even 2-star and 3-star hotel prices will soar. Prices of restaurants in and around Chepak will soar for those 2-3 days. Chennai is a relatively bigger venue. India, I'm sure, will play in lot smaller venues where there is going to be big rise. The India-Pakistan game in Ahmedabad is another place where it's definitely going to affect. So we are going to have a condition where hotels are going to be booked chock-a-block, the 5-star hotels. And also you will find that it will affect the inflation like what happened in Beyonce and what is going to happen with Taylor Swift. So this is what we are going to do. And a lot of 5-star hotel chains and 4-star hotel chains, Indian hotels, ITC and Lemon Tree and Chalet hotels have said they are very upbeat and they are going to have a great season. And this is also the festival season in India. So there's going to be holiday travel at the same time. And you can expect hotel rates to skyrocket. So this is something that is going to affect inflation prices if we are going to be very honest.
And the problem is you're going to see the effect of inflation and the collapse post the event with the price collapse and economy collapse immediately. This is famously seen throughout history, where we've seen the famous Mali emperor who went to Mecca for his pilgrimage and how he went about distributing gold in Egypt, and gold prices collapsed and gold immediately became worthless for a few months. Like that, from that time, you can see repeated time throughout history. It's just not a question of inflation. It's also the city's infrastructure, if you can take this kind of capacity. Just a recent concert where A.R. Rahman tried to do on ECR Road led to complete gridlock on ECR Road in Chennai.
The Chief Minister's convoy was held up.
Correct. And in Bangalore, just a few weeks back, Trevor Noah was trying to hold a comedian was holding an event there. And unfortunately, it was right after the day after the Bandh. Everyone had gone to office, and kids were stuck in traffic jam in school buses till 8 p.m., 9 p.m. in the traffic jam. So the implications of these kind of events not only has on infrastructure, it has on inflation. Hotel prices in Ahmedabad for India-Pakistan matches are going to be touching in 48,000 rupees. They're saying projected between 43 to 48,000 rupees. So what you'll see is a sudden spike.
And then a subsequent big drop.
Big drop. So this kind of frenzy is terrible because people aspire in a very short span of time to make a quick killing, buck. And they do all kinds of gimmick and they spend all kinds of money trying to attract that quick buck. and sudden disappearance and the collapse leads to huge.
But you're also going to see that if you're watching Airbnb, you can track the India dates and see the
Correct.
prices in Airbnb. You'll get a real-time vision of what is actually happening.
Correct. And even if you look at it, the reason why I'm saying people put huge bets on this and they might lose big time is they have small street food cart vendors. So they'll expect the stadium crowd to be of a certain volume. So they'll expect to make so much of sale. And in this kind of a fragile moment when they're already in a very tough situation, they'll go borrow money and borrow inventory. And they'll stock their inventories and put it up, hoping for a huge bonanza of sale. And if that does not happen, for some reason the match is postponed or it's rain or something happens, it could lead to a domino effect
It will have
of a quick, very drastic collapse happening.
And what is, God forbid, India loses and does not make it to the semi-finals, finals. You will see immediate drop of interest, and this fall will be
Ads, everything will immediately fall off the cliff.
Yes. Anyway, this is the effects of the World Cup, and the World Cup has begun today. I hope you enjoy. I hope India wins. We go back to 83 and 2011. We also won the T20 Cup in 2000. Let's enjoy. Thank you for watching पैसा बोलता है. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट में उपस्थित हुए, इसको सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. आप इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, बेल आइकॉन दबाएं और चैनल वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए. इसमें अपना कमेंट लिखिए और अगर आपने ये सब काम कर दिया तो इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार के पास भेजें और उनको देखने के लिए बोलें. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद.